Internet marketers can continuously test optimizations and campaign changes. With Marin, you can tag those changed objects using dimensions and then review their performance. Today, we'll look over Dominic's shoulder as he uses dimensions to tag groups and track their performance as part of an automated bidding implementation. Dominic has just activated automated bidding. Now he's going to set up his dimension. First, Dominic needs to create a dimension. He clicks Admin, then clicks the Dimensions subtab. He clicks Create, enters the name of the dimension, and adds a dimension description. Adding a description ensures the rest of the team understands the dimension's purpose. After creating the dimension, Dominic clicks the Groups tab and filters for Bing non-branded groups, including the automated bidding test. Dominic selects all groups included in the test, clicks the Edit button in the top bar, selects the dimension tag, and enters the tag Trafficked 9-1. Adding dates to tags are useful for Dominic and other team members. In this case, the date is a reference point for assessing performance over time. Next, for Dominic, picking a control. An ideal control group shares similar performance characteristics to the test group. An ideal control group should also be unchanged during the test period. With a proper control in place, Dominic can compare the benefit of the test versus an unchanging control to establish lift. Dominic tagged a set of Bing non-branded groups in the bidding test. He's now going to do the same for Bing non-branded control groups. He uses the same columns as before, this time filtering for unassigned Bing non-branded keywords. Dominic selects all groups included in the test, clicks the Edit button in the top bar, requires tagging apply to all groups on all pages, selects the dimension to tag to, and enters the tag Control 9-1. A week has passed since Dominic's groups were trafficked, and he now wants to assess their performance. He clicks the Dimensions tab to see how his two-dimension segments, Trafficked 9-1 and Control 9-1, compare. Dominic adds relevant metrics columns to evaluate performance. Pow Pow Sports is a retail e-commerce site, so Dominic is mostly concerned with revenue, margin, and publisher cost. He'll also include traffic metrics to assess whether search volumes have declined. He wants to see how his campaign performance has changed across the control and the test groups. Test groups might show performance declines, but controls can decline even more significantly. This equates to a successful test. He adds change rates for each metric as well. This adds context to performance change. With the relevant metrics in the grid, Dominic now selects the time frame he wants to measure, starting with the day after the changes were made. Always exclude the start date from any performance analysis. Changes made midday can impact test groups' performance for short time periods. Dominic wants to compare the same days of the week for both time periods to avoid day-of-week performance swings, so he selects prior week from the change versus dropdown. The change rate columns show the performance difference across the control and the test. Dominic can now compare the percentage changes of his optimized groups and his control. Dominic calculates the benefit of his test by subtracting the lift from the control tag's change percentage from the change in the traffic tag's change percentage. Since the control experienced an 8% drop in margin and the traffic groups had a 7% lift, we can attribute a 15% lift to the effect of automated bidding. Dimensions can be used for test versus control measurement in many test types. Other common optimizations include new keyword additions, tag new keywords at the keyword level against a control of all other keywords, new negative keywords, tag affected campaigns against a control of all other campaigns, new bid changes, tag affected keywords against a control of similar keywords where bids did not change, new creative messaging, tag new creatives against a control of other creatives in the same ad groups.